Hello and welcome, my fellow Aquarians. This is going to be a reading for Aquarius, Sun, Moon and Rising with focus on September 2021. And I'm going to be doing a double Celtic cross. I'm going to start by pulling cards from this Beauty Silver Witchcraft Tarot. And then I'm going to clarify with the Tarot Illuminati. So I hope you're all having a wonderful morning. It's still early here, Gothenburg, Sweden, and what can I say? It's August, so the weather here is like it's kind of cold this August. It's been a really hot summer, but now my cards are flying out. Too many, but it's still very green, so I love it. It's like well, it's nice weather for walks, and I have a little dog, so I have a little dog, so I like walking. I'm done with swimming. Okay, 3 cards wanted to come out in the end. So for what I can see here, you have a few cards with the exact same places as Libra, I think, or was it Scorpio? I can't remember. But they are the only readings I've done so far. I picked like on chance what sign I'm gonna do. I just pick I have a note with all the 12 signs, and then I'll take the I'll just take one, so I don't do it by element or for most views or anything like that. I'll let the universe decide as I let the universe decide what cards pops out. Right, so we have the Hierophant is showing up, the Emperor, King of Swords, that's you of course, or you're dealing with another air sign. Now we have Temperance popping out, the Moon, all right. So I guess we're done with the distribution here. Yes. So the situation this reading is talking about for you, I don't aim to do love reading, but if that's what's coming out, I'm gonna do whatever comes out. And here I can see with a first glance that it seemed to be a longing for some more meaning, but perhaps not with a specific someone. We will see. The first card is the Ten of Cups, and this younger people dancing, man and a woman, or a boy or a girl. They look like they are like in teens or early 20s, and there's a man sitting here, more grown up, like young middle age, kind of, holding a cat. It's not really part of it. And then we have the two guard dogs standing there, so it's like this older, wiser person is protecting them so that they can dance and enjoy life. I think it's beautiful. And to clarify it, we have the Two of Swords in the reverse. So so it's like not wanting to see something. You see with the blindfolds on here. But in this card, it's like an orange light around her head. So it's like she's beginning to see the light. And perhaps that's your song. Will you read, I think? The ocean in the background. But since it was in the reverse and it's about closing things out, perhaps wanting to use your third eye or going within and not want to make a decision. You have two swords, you don't want to use them. It's about restraining yourself in some way, perhaps restraining yourself from. What I'm getting is you don't wanna admit to that you want a Ten of Pentacles situation. And what's crossing it is the Five of Cups and the Three of Wands. So Five of Cups is like not getting what you wanted. She has 3 candles here that she's blowing out, and but there's 2 candles in the background that's still burning. So it's like she has been have all these candles lit for a while, and I'm getting she's been waiting, and well, because we also have the Three of Wands, which is like waiting for the ships to come in, and but it came in the reverse here, so she doesn't want to wait anymore. He or she does not want to wait anymore, and perhaps this waiting is what has been making you go within and to figure out, okay, if I can't have this, what do I want instead, kind of. The foundation of the situation is Six of Pentacles and Six of Swords. So these 2 cards are connected to the Lovers in the Major Arcana, which is a number 6. And Six of Swords is illustrated clearly here about moving on calm waters, like being on a calm water is a rainbow. There has been a water, you have passed this waterfall in the background, which was well, not as calm, and but now you seem to be moving to a really good place, and we can see the little kid here moving forward. So the foundation of the situation is looking for a tranquil place, within or without, I feel like. And we also have the Six of Pentacles here, which is He's giving to, there's an older man giving to a woman and a man, and he's above them and they are beneath him. He's holding a scale and he's pouring gold at them. So it's like with someone, but it looks very, this is not like he looks very kind, this privileged man. He's actually smiling and he looks like he's full of love and happy to give. And perhaps this is what you want. You want to be able to give love or resources freely, and you want to have someone to give it to, kind of. So again, I'm feeling like it's a bit of this Ten of Pentacles here, being in a good steady place, and having the material needs met, and also sharing it with someone seems to be important to you. In the past, we have the Three of Swords, indicating that someone has been hurt, and it's like to age with emotions. You can see there's a cup here on the ground, and someone has put a sword in it, and the ground is actually filled with snow or even frozen. So it's like getting a knife stabbed to your heart, and then your heart becomes frozen to ice, kind of. What we can see here, he's like receiving healing from above, from the divine perhaps, or from nature, from other things that are beautiful, and it feels like he is in the process of opening that heart again. And here we have the Hierophant in the reverse, also from the past. So it could be about conforming to society and traditions when it comes in the upright. We see there are a lot of symbols, and I think some traditions are good for us and some are bad, and I guess it's about implementing those traditions we feel are for our highest best. For example, we live in a very free society now where everything is allowed, and where you can, things that were not accepted some 100 years ago or further back are now becoming like normal, like having an open relationship, having many lovers, not getting baptized, not going to a religious community, whatever faith you are in. And well, I grew up in a place where religion was very old-fashioned. They actually did not like female priests, even though there's a law in Sweden that women are also allowed to be priests. And of course, for over 1,000 years ago, there were high priestesses. But Christianity is a very masculine culture in some way, a masculine hierarchy. And where I grew up, there were also two gay people who wanted to get married, and they are also allowed by law to do that. But the village I had now left behind me, you were not. It was not accepted. The priest refused to marry them, and people in the village actually went to their houses and threw stone at their house. So, and this was 2015 or something. So then I decided, well, I have a faith. I believe in God. I pray. I go to church, but often when it's empty, I don't believe that more freedom is no, freedom's just another word for nothing left to lose, as Janis Joplin sings. Some traditions are good, and sometimes it's good with, but here I think there's someone or several people, me included, me actually being an Aquarius, saying no to traditions. But since I'm talking about this in this way, I feel like there is something important about traditions. What traditions do I actually believe in? In what way do I want to live my life? And maybe I need some of these pillars of faith to well, to find my way. That's what I'm feeling. So there's a search for more meaning too with this Three of Swords. Why relationships did not work out. I'm looking for a bit of guidance from the above, even though perhaps my experience from religious communities is not what something that I could sign up on completely. And what may come in the future, we have this Queen of Cups here, so it's like she's sitting on her throne here and waiting for love. I think she's waiting on love in general, as I said before. And I think there has been someone in her past, but she's not waiting for that person anymore. So she's open for I think she's just, what I'm feeling is a very pure energy. She's open for a pure kind of love. That's what she's hoping for in the future. This is what may come. And it's also about the heightened intuitions and being very caring with the Queen of Cups. And she's giving a lot of herself. And to clarify this, we have the Six of Wands, and there's a man riding into a village on a big white horse, and people are kneeling before him and like celebrating his return. But since it came in the reverse, I think if someone is coming in, it's not going to be someone who feels like a winner. Perhaps this person was very celebrated before in their relationship by this Queen of Cups figure. She could be, in the worst case scenario, her backside is to be a bit codependent and perhaps letting other people shine while she's in the background, and that's not a bad thing. Could be very cute, I think. But perhaps she has celebrated someone who needed it. She's not gonna do that anymore, and perhaps this person, or that's just not the kind of person she's waiting for. She doesn't want to celebrate someone else anymore. I think she wants something equal, as we saw her with here with the Six of Pentacles. We will see. We'll keep moving forward. What's in the immediate future? We have a Four of Swords, so it's like burying the sword. You can see here she's outside the church, and there's a grave. There's a sword in the ground, and she's putting flowers over it. So it's like giving up her guns, almost something that he or she has been, because the Three of Swords is the card before the Four of Swords, and this what the Three of Swords is what has been, and the Four of Swords is the future. So there's a positive sort of countdown going on, almost from the past to the future, grieving and looking for comfort of the heartbreak, and then sort of burying that grief. That's what I feel like. And then we have the Eight of Cups in the reverse, which is Eight of Cups is kind of walking away but not really wanting to, the way I see it, because the person always looks sad. It's like, I gave this my all, and but I have again giving up my guns or my fight. So I'm just gonna leave these 8 beautiful cups, and I'm gonna walk here towards, we can see the heavens and the moon, which is, I'm just gonna walk to the unknown and admit to being beaten in some way. But the 8 is an eternity symbol, and it's like a boomerang, so it's saying, and especially when it comes in the reverse, I feel like I'm walking away for now, but I will be back. So that is the future. But I think it's also, it's not walking away from a person per se, it's like I'm walking away from something I was attached to, perhaps. I'm walking away from some sort of attachment, I feel like. And this is you in the situation. 4 of Cups, so another 4. 4 of Swords, 4 of Cups. And then we have an Emperor who is also a 4, so a lot of 4. Again, it's about some sort of it's normally about disappointment, but here I feel like it's like recharging your batteries. You look kind of tired in this card. You're leaning toward a tree, feeling its energy with your hand, and there are a lot of animals around you and supporting you. A hare, a rabbit, a squirrel, and a bird. And there's a new moon in the background, so it's like something new is coming in for you, but you're just needing to rest. And to clarify it, we actually have the 5 of Wands in the reverse. Oh, I don't like the 5 of Wands because I don't like drama. And here we have 5 drama kings with their wands fighting for, well, they are not actually fighting for something. That's the funny thing about 5 of cards. We can never see them fight for something. They are just fighting because they have different kinds of beliefs, perhaps, and they believe in different things. They have different colors on the cloaks, and well, they are just not agreeing, but instead of saying, well, let's agree to disagree, there is never-ending battle and a drama on this scene taking place. And I think you are really tired of that drama, and you are resting, and you are finding healing, because you can already see that there's a new moon rising. And people in your surrounding, someone has a difficult time letting go of you. He's actually looking at the direction of this drama being put to rest. and there's a red ribbon here who is tied to normally the Empress, but there's no Empress here anymore. There's no Empress here. I will clarify this in a moment to see why the Empress is not here. But to clarify the Emperor at first, we have the Moon, and it comes in the reversed, and the Moon is it's two sides of a personality. There is the wild, untamed predator, the wolf, and there is that loyal dog who is man's best friend, right? There's a water here in the background, and coming out of it is a Scorpio. So it's something that was hidden beneath the water, which could be emotions, which is toxic perhaps in some cases. And we have a moon here with a woman's face. Perhaps it's like a high priestess figure looking at this scene. The wolf is howling at the moon, and it's something about letting your dark side and your light side interact in balance. And well, I actually watched Harry Potter the other day, and then one figure says that we have both the good and bad within us, but and we're capable of both, but it's what we choose to act on that counts. And I could sign up for that. I think I'm a pretty nice person, but I can have really dark and unforgiving thoughts, but I don't act on them. And if I did not have the choice between good and evil, if I was not capable of both, could I then be truly good? I am good because I am choosing to treat other people the way I want to be treated somehow. But I for sure have sides within me that are darkness. And since I'm talking about this, and we have an emperor standing here on his own, he has his platform, he has his stock of animals here, but what's the point of having all this when you're not having your other half? And perhaps the reason he is without it is because there are something hidden that doesn't want to be acknowledged by either by him or by the person he's missing. Someone who is very scared of darkness and doesn't want to acknowledge it. Please tell me about this emperor. I'm gonna clarify it with the Isis oracle. Tell me about this emperor, please. We have this one. Lady of the Stars. Sirius is a celestial goddess, a star of unconditional love and wisdom and extremely high vibration. She brings deep soul awakening, spiritual gifts and high capacity for divine service. She asks you to pay attention now because something significant is taking place at a spiritual level for you at this time. Alright, so that's why we can see him standing alone, because someone temporarily needs to leave to implement this spiritual lesson. The Hierophant leaving for now to sort out the thing with the Hierophant. That's what I'm getting, at least. And for the hopes and fears in the future, we have two major arcanas. We have the Death card and the Temperance card. So death is of course about I think what we're hoping for is for this transformation to occur, that you're going willingly up here to the altar, and you're sacrificing your ego, because it's not an actual death, it's the death of your ego. And there's a red cloak here, which could of course make me think about blood. You're letting your ego die. Your ego die, not your ego. And from it is born a beautiful butterfly, which is, of course, when your ego dies, your soul comes, and your soul comes up, and that's what becomes more alive. Your soul wants to be in your body, and you have connection with your soul. You're listening to your soul self, if you could tune into that. And to clarify it, we have temperance, which is about something, well, making a finer blend of something. I think traditionally to temper something, I think, wasn't that about a bit about alchemy, like making one metal into gold by heating it up, or overall heating up a metal? Do you know more about temperance and alchemy? Please please comment down below. But this is the fragments I've got from this this card. So, and it's also a card of an earth angel, I feel like, or just an archangel, perhaps even. So hopes and fears. I think you don't have too many fears from the future, because you know that sooner or later this transformation will occur, and it will be supported by and blessed by the divine, and it will create something very beautiful. It's temperance is also a card for a higher kind of love. As we can see here, there's a rainbow, like usually is in the 10 of Cups scenario, and there's gold around her head, and there's flower. She's grounded because she has one foot on shore and one foot in water, which is, so it's like, I don't know, I think in the future you're ready for whatever, kind of, because you know it's being divinely orchestrated. And then we have for the most likely outcome. Sorry, I forgot I had tea. I'm just gonna take a sip. For the most likely outcome, I pulled several cards because I wanted to have a nice picture. And we have the King of Swords and the Tower. So this is very positive, because you were hoping for transformation and someone giving up their guns, and I think that's what you're getting. And the Tower is actually just taking away, it's like tidying up what elements in your life are not good for you. And since the Tower is a major arcana, it's well, it's sort of out of your control, which is sometimes good, because perhaps you have been needing to be the King of Swords for a while. That is, using your head instead of your heart, and to not be sentimental, and to like move forward and point with your whole hand and stuff like that. And well, perhaps you haven't had the strength before, but I see that you do, and you're also getting help from the divine to clear the clutter with the Tower. So I feel that's really positive for me, for you, because I'm an Aquarius. I'm sure I said that before. And to clarify those cards, we have in the upright the Two of Pentacles, so multitasking, having more than one ball in the air and handling it well. We have the Hermit, which is finding what's light, finding meaning again, being a bearer of light and wisdom, and a beacon for others to follow, kind of. And I think that's what you get when you're transforming and you're finding your soul. You're becoming strong like this. And again, I feel like, as I said in the beginning, it's a kind of independent reading. I think for September, it's going to be about you, fine-tuning your life, getting free from attachment, and but in no way saying that you don't want the Ten of Pentacles, because that's what we saw in the beginning. But we also saw the Two of Swords, which is kind of closing it out for now. And perhaps that's not a bad thing, because obviously this is what you're going through right now. And you can see here, he's turning away from the moon, because he has already we had the moon card here, and it was in the reversed. But here is like, well, I have gone within, and I have gotten the wisdom from my unknown self, and I don't know, secrets that are hidden, and I found them and I put them in this lantern, and I'm going to share them with the world. So I think it's a lot about becoming a teacher, I feel like, also for your surroundings. In the reversed, also to clarify, for a lot of cards for the end, or they fell out, so I took them. We have the Three of Cups in the reverse and the Eight of Swords in the reversed. Well, the Eight of Swords in the reversed, I like that very much, because I do not like Eight of Swords in the upright. It's like a mental prison. She has blindfolds on, she has a rope around her, but her hands are free. There are swords surrounding her, but she can easily slip out or just move one of the swords. And there is no one guarding her but swords, and swords are mental energies. It's not like they are not like 8 knights standing around her. It's just so it's like believing that you can't do something, and since it comes in the reverse for the most likely outcome, I think you're leaving those this idea behind, that you are well, it's like being captive in your own head. I am definitely often too much in my head, and I've gotten out of it a little. And it's, if you have the strength to start doing things with your body, you can still be in your head to begin with, but the more you do things in your physical surrounding, that actually brings you closer to your goal. If you do one small thing every day in a year, you have done 365 things to bring you closer to that goal. So that's something to think about. And I think you are getting out from this head spinning around, trying to find a solution, when perhaps the solution was there all along. And what's also come in the reverse is Three of Cups, and it's socializing, it's partying, being with friends, having a merry time, and that's nothing wrong with that. But if you are in the process of cleaning out the clutter, you're going through a spiritual death, and you're gonna face the moon, you're gonna figure out the things about the Hierophant. Perhaps this for September, it's also a good thing that the Three of Cups is in the reverse, this socializing, happy-go-lucky card. Those times come and go, right? But to truly enjoy the Three of Cups, you need to be in a good place yourself. And I think that's what you're finding. So you are currently giving this up to sort of find your faith and your purpose, I feel like. But I'm gonna clarify the most likely outcome for you. Because we want to really understand the most likely outcome for Aquarius in September. Two cards came out. And they look like this. Lady Isis says, come on. And there is a dark chamber. And yeah, something about the portal of light. As I felt with the Hermit card. It's a portal of light. It is only this physical reality that is bound by time and space. You are a conscious being on levels beyond the physical world. You're guided to work with your healing powers beyond the confines of time and space. You will not become ungrounded through such spiritual work. You're not leaving your earthly connection behind. You are merely adding to it. Beautiful. And portal of light. No, sorry, I will dread that one. Enter the chamber of healing. A spiritual gift of healing is coming to you now. Be open without expectations or preconceived notion, and allow the healing energy to help you find the best solution for any situation that does not appear as it should be. Expect your miracle. I will read it again. A spiritual gift of healing is coming to you now. Be open without expectation or preconceived notion, and allow the healing energy to help you find the best solution for any situation that does not appear as it should be. Expect your miracle. Alright, yeah, it's going within. It's looking for this hermit light, and it looks like you're being encouraged to become like this teacher or healer of some sort while you figure out where your faith is at, and not being afraid of going within. And well, I've pulled a oracle card for the other signs, so I'm gonna do that for you. You're getting a really long video, my friends. But sometimes it is like this. I need to understand, right? So one final angel message for my dear fellow Aquarians for September. Is there a message? Too many. Well, there were 3, so I'm just going to pull one. It's this one. Shower of abundance. To heal your financial situation, first give us your worries concerning money. We will guide you in order to show you how to create and accept abundance. As we work together, your financial situation will heal as fast as you will allow. So if there were any concern about money, to go on this journey within and find yourself, and not being earthly bound at the moment, it seems to suggest that things are going to be all right, and that good things will come from this endeavor. So with that last card from Doreen's Angel Oracle deck, I say thank you so much for tuning in. If you enjoy my content, you're very welcome to like, comment, and subscribe, of course, if you want to hear more videos from me. And well, I love you very much, my Aquarians, and stay blessed, and goodbye.